what we do, we take a material called Recron. Recron is nothing, but in our daily life, what we use are synthetic cotton, which normally is used for our pillows and everything. So Recrons are actually treated with a special kind of a fire retardant chemicals, and they come in a form of a sheets. So once you do a kind of a ply paneling on the wall, then you tack the Recrons on the wall. Okay, the sheets are in a thickness of maybe 4 to 5 mm thick. That sheet gives you the proper acoustic performance. They come in a perfect noise reduction coefficient and this thing, and over that Recron you can cover up with any colors of fabric you want. So fabric are the material which gives you a design aesthetics, and you have the flexibility of going with any abstract pattern of arts, any geometric patterns, any rhythmic, or anything and everything you want. And fabric, we all know that fabric comes in more than ranges of, you have endless infinite choice of colors, and whatever you design you feel like. You want to have a geometry, you want to have a kids art, you want to have to abstract, whatever you do up with that fabric. So normally we normally do it in that way. For example, if you take this auditorium is basically, it's a kind of a government setup. So they wanted a kind of auditorium facility as well as the cinema hall kind of a performance. So they didn't want it to be very trendy and cheeky look. They wanted it should be very subdued, it should be very elegant. So starting from Agartala is a capital of a very small state, Tripura. So even the chief minister of the state also comes here for observing any movie, and it goes right into general people in public.
In fact, he was also involved in the execution of the project. Yeah.
So any projects in Tripura is directly being monitored by the CMs. So it is like that. So based on the requirement, we have gone with a kind of this what we call is a kind of a monotone colors. So you see the flooring is little beige, the chairs are beige, the wall panelings are in the same tone, it is also in the beige. Ceiling, as I told you, for the ceiling materials, the white ones are the gypsum, the plain gypsum. These are not acoustic gypsums, and the black ones we call it ecophone boards. This is from a company called India Gypsum. So you have options of different companies. They are 2x2 tiles. So these tiles are such that they are being made to give you a right acoustic performance based on whatever.
You're talking about the ceiling?
I'm talking about the black ceiling part.
And it can be used only in auditoriums?
No, it's not that. You can use it for conference rooms.
Even for big conference rooms, you can use it, but multiple use. But the basic point is these materials, whenever you go with such kind of proprietary materials, these materials are very expensive. Okay, so vis-a-vis, if you go with that wall paneling, the material which you are seeing over here, I also have some other specs also where you will get to see such kind of applications on the wall with fabrics. These materials are pretty economical, and you have the advantage of going with any colors and any trends of design you want. So there's where the designer's choice goes in.
There are also some other materials like wooden slabs. You get pores on the walls. So once that sound reflects from that, there are various degrees. As you know, we humans hear from 20,000 hertz to 20,000 hertz. So there are varying levels of sound in a movie or an audience or a live performance. So you need all sorts of combinations of NRC materials so that the entire range of sound gets covered.
And also, I just skipped on one part, that what we talked about is the acoustic material. So it is a part of the interior and acoustic treatment of the auditorium. Another very important part goes in the right choice and design of the sound and audiovisual solution. Okay, the electroacoustic sound, which is the performance with the speakers, the right kind of speakers, the right wattage of speakers, all the right technical specifications, the wavelength, the frequencies and everything, then the right mixers, the right positions of the speakers, and all these. So with the combination of these two only, you can have a good auditorium or a good acoustic space, what we call it.
To carry forward what Achintha said, for the AV part, the illumination level which you are getting at the projector screen is also very important. The distance between the projector and the screen, that is plays a very vital role in determining the capacity of the projector that should be used in our is a very unique project that we have done in Sector 5. You can see this office in Waterside building at Sector 5. The architect was from Bombay, and you can see the difference in approach and design. This is a typical workstation based office. We have also seen other offices. Just see the difference that they have created with the amount of colors used. It's practically a visual spectrum. They have used MDF. All these you see, the red color, the blue color ones. These are MDF freestanding walls. This is not a freestanding wall. This is part of the cafeteria entrance lobby. And this is a freestanding wall, which is a half-height wall, which is creating a simulation of a space. And people can have an informal meeting within the formal space of the office. The total flooring is done with tile carpets. There's a beautiful pattern which is actually giving a 3D feel to it. And you have extensive use of different designs in the ceiling. In the ceiling you have a very curved, we actually had a hard time in executing this at site because executing a curve, and that too which is not part of a radius, is very difficult because you have to draw a grid at the site, and on a graph paper you have to actually list down how you are going to mark that thing on the site. That is the most difficult part. Because when you are drawing a line on the board, it's not a wall, it's not a line that you are drawing, you are building up a wall. So you have to be very careful in what actually you are designing it. So this anybody going into this space, he has a different kind of experience. And believe us, the visits that we have made by the clients, I mean the clients that we have taken to them, all the clients have been, all those inquiries have been converted into orders. Yes, this is the Rose Valley office. A part of that movie was also shot here. Aladdin and Ashton. This is in the same building. It's a